YouTube, is Tim_Tapers back again with another video. We're doing another drop fade. I love doing drop fades. I never get tired of doing them. I love seeing them. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna start off by combing my client's hair out, making sure we lift that hair off of the scalp, making sure that we're watching for any cowlicks that they may have. And then after that, we're gonna go in with our 1.5. My client wanted a 1.5 on top, and I just grabbed my oyster octanes, my octane oysters, whatever you want to call them, my detachable clipper with my 1.5, doing smooth strokes across the whole head. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We're going to be dropping more and more content the more our clientele builds. So y'all join me on this journey so y'all can see me from start to finish. We're going to keep on going with this 1.5 across the head, making sure we go around the whole head with this 1.5. Man, in the comment section, let me know what clippers y'all are using. I know the Coco trimmers have seemed like they've been the best trimmers to use, but let me know what's in your arsenal. Let me know what clippers that you've been using lately. What's been your favorites? You see, I'm gonna come in with my 5/0 blade on my detachable clipper right above that ear. My client wanted a drop fade, kind of with the C lines, just like we did in our last drop fade video. If y'all seen that one, he wanted a drop fade, a fade on the sides, drop it in the back. So right now we're just going in with our 5/0, making sure that we contour this initial guideline to the shape of his head to set us up for success for the next one. Then we're gonna come in with our OA blade, making sure that we do the same thing we did with the 5/0 blade, making sure that we are contouring to the head shape and following that initial guideline. I set these guidelines maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart, just to set me up for success when I'm actually putting this fade in. So I'm gonna be quiet and just let y'all see as I put this OA in across the whole head. Boom. Then we come in with our 1A blade. This is where pretty much my fade stops. Still keeping it a mid fade. It's not a high fade. It's not a low fade. It's right there around that mid fade range. So we just gonna keep it right here. We're not gonna go any higher than this. We gonna obviously get that line out, but we're not gonna go any higher than this right here. Making sure I brush as I go, just to make sure that the lines that I'm setting in are actually set in, and they're not just hairs that are standing up. These lines are actually being set into the head with the clipper, and I can actually see when I brush as well. Helps me to see where the lines are. And I'm gonna come in with my 3/0 blade. I actually have to change up on my 3/0 blade because it was too sharp. It was the blades that initially came with the oyster octanes, but I never really used them. I used the ones that came with the 76ers. So these haven't been kind of dulled out yet, and they're really sharp. So they kind of, even for myself, I've used them on myself, and they've kind of dug into my skin a little bit. So I actually had to change out the 3/0 blade, but I'm just cleaning up that 5/0 line. And then now I'm gonna come in with my 1. I also had to change my 1 as well because my 1 was too sharp as well. And instead of fading in the OA line, it was actually making another guideline. So, I mean, as y'all know, I'm an up-and-coming barber. I'm learning. I'm on this journey. So, I'm not a master barber or anything like that by far. But, I do know, some tricks and, how to really just put a fade on. So, I'm learning as I go. And I'm going to continue to, build my clientele. To the ones that are faithful, I thank you for your support along this journey, because it's definitely just that. It's a journey. But I'm going to be quiet and just let y'all let y'all see this fade come into play. This is my one going through that OA line, and not making sure I don't touch that 1A line so I don't sit in another guideline. So now y'all see I'm coming in with my 2 blade. This is the biggest blade that I'm going to use. If I was using the clippers, I would probably be using the 1.5 just wide open, or I could use the 2 closed, even though I don't feel like it would do much since I cut it down with the blade, which cuts a lot closer to the head. So I'm just going to come in with my 2 blade. Going right over that 1A line, kind of passing it up just so I can leave room for the next step. And then here y'all can see the next step, coming in with my 1.5, passing up that 1A line. Now I'm really not trying to dig in, but I really want to make sure that I'm getting that 1A line completely out of the head. So I'm gonna go over this line many times, a few times, plenty of times, just so I can make sure that that line is completely out of the head. So we're gonna sit back and we're gonna let it come into place. All right, now we got our 1A blade back on, and we're just going over that edge up line. And since I went up on this fade with the 2 blade against the grain, that means that I can go down on this fade with my 1A blade just to smoothen it out. I could have also did my clipper open to smoothen this out as well. But I just went in with my 1A blade just to smoothen it out. And now, as y'all can see, I have my Babyliss Boosted Plus on right now with the lever fully open, just doing a little detail work, just kind of playing with the lever a little bit, just making sure that this fade is actually faded. You know what I mean? So we gonna continue to make this fade flawless. We're gonna continue to make sure that these lines are completely erased out of the head. We're gonna make sure this thing is blurred out. Then I put my one guard on with the lever halfway, just kind of cleaning up that fade a little bit, making sure that I'm giving my client exactly what he asked for. And as I go up on the fade, in the fade during the detailing, I'm opening up my lever. I'm not keeping it at the same length, because if so, I'm just gonna make another guideline. So I'm just gonna continue to adjust my lever and move around the head and just kind of have fun with it. Now just get into the lineup. We're going to spray a little hold and spray on the lineup, brush it down, make sure that all of those hairs in the front are laid down. We're gonna get to this edge up, and we're gonna make this edge up super crispy. I didn't get to record the whole edge up just because of the angle of the camera, but I did get a straight line smooth across the head, and you'll be able to see that as well whenever the video is at its conclusion. So just stay tuned. I'm just hitting these vertical bars real quick, making sure that they're sharp, and I'm gonna come back and hit it with the razor as well, so y'all just stay tuned. And as y'all can see, crispy lined up. My client wanted his beard shaped up as well, so we're just gonna grab our comb and we're gonna comb through the beard, making sure that, you know, we're lifting it off of the scalp. We're not gonna cut it down with anything, but even with your clients doing this is very therapeutic. It feels amazing having your beard picked out, hair combed, whatever the case is. It feels amazing. So I'm gonna go in with my razor, and we gonna get this beard lined up crispy. I love the look of that drop fade, man. Those hairs just laid down so amazing. Same thing on the other side. We're gonna grab our razor and we're just gonna go right there on that line. He didn't want to push his beard in at all. He wanted me to keep it all natural. So that's exactly what we did. We kept it all natural. We just kind of shaped it up a little bit. He did have a bump right there on this edge up, on his beard line. So I just kind of brushed over it just a little bit. I didn't want to just, scrape my razor over it. It could be an ingrown hair, and you don't want to do that. You can actually hurt somebody doing that. So you want to just be really delicate when it comes to these razors, especially on a client's face. Boom. Now I'm gonna grab my Babyliss trimmers, and we're just gonna go right there by the lip to get this mustache lined up and straight. But like I said, we're gonna come in with our razor right there on those vertical bars, just to give that haircut a longer duration to be on the head, getting rid of those kind of hairs that the trimmers didn't pick up fully. Listen, this is the look you're supposed to get when you give your client exactly what he asked for. If you like this cut and you are in the North Houston area, leave a comment in the comment section, DM me on Instagram, book with me on your next haircut. This is Tim_Tapers, and I'm out.